Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. How are you today? First, I want to apologize for taking so long. You probably saw on my Facebook where my dog died, and it wasn't just a dog. This one hurt. This one hurt bad. So we had a week of babying her, thinking we were getting her out of it because we've had episodes before. And then I had a week of just total grief, just as bad as a person. And I can't do readings when I'm in that energy. So I had to take a little time off. So now I'm getting caught up. Anyway, just want to say I'm sorry, apologize. Um, and thank you for being patient. And I'm never afraid to refund somebody their money. So anyway, you know how this works. Just don't forget, if it doesn't make any sense now, you'll either remember it later, see it later, or somebody else will validate it for you later. So, talk to, I believe it's Grandma, yes. She says, you're just as sweet as pumpkin pie. So why is she saying pumpkin pie for that? I mean, did you just have some? Of course, we just had Thanksgiving, but that's been a few days. Does she like to make pumpkin pie? Is that your favorite, her favorite? For some reason, or did she used to say this to you? Anyway, she's very proud of you. She's very proud of you, but hmm, she says something about you grieving the loss, not the loss, not they didn't die, but maybe some other children, not your children in your home, not your blood family. Would it maybe be stepchildren, step grandchildren, step something about other? I feel like they're small, young, other children that maybe you don't aren't allowed to talk to, you don't get to have them around, you want to see them, something like that. She says she would like for you to let go of the grief because it's weighing heavy on you and that it will turn around someday. Oh, I hate that word someday. That's like, be patient, divine timing. When they're ready. Whatever. I'm not patient. She says it will turn around someday where you will be able to talk to them. So I don't know if there's absolutely no contact. It's just kind of making me feel that way. So she says it's just kind of heavy baggage. She'd like for you to find a way to lighten the load on that because it kind of keeps a sadness in there. And I asked her if she wanted to pick out a card. My release cards, ones I usually use. Talk, Rhonda. The ones I usually use, something you need to release, and I shuffled until she told me to stop and surrender to play. Take a break from overthinking a goal. Could be that. Do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. So there's your excuse to go fuck off, basically. Go run around. See how she's skipping along? That's what Grandma wants you to do. Go have fun. It's kind of dark in here. It's raining today. So I know your little girl's gotten older, but I think it's her, and Grandma's making me feel like this. She wants to rock her. She wants to rock her, and she's humming. She's humming a lullaby, but I can't tell exactly what it is. Let's see if she'll. Okay, I know it, but I can't remember the name of it. Hang on. Okay, Alexa says it's Brahms' Lullaby. Very, very common one. Um, she's just humming it. She's not singing the words or anything. It's very, very soft. So if you happen to hear your daughter humming it, singing it, talks about hearing the music and there's nothing there, know that that's grandma. That's grandma. And she's still wanting to rock her. I don't know if there's a rocking chair in your daughter's room. It doesn't have to be. But she sits in there quite a bit just to watch over her, to bring her peace. She says the other ones are scallywags. I don't know if she ever used that word. She's laughing about it. She's not calling them bad names. She says this one's special. Not that the other ones aren't. Or maybe this one's just still young enough where she can actually be in. Your daughter knows she's there. She knows someone's there anyway. She may not know who it is, but there's someone very peaceful, full of love, and she knows they're there. And she feels at peace when she goes to sleep. And Grandma says, when she finally goes to sleep.
Put your clothes back here.
Okay, she's talking about a smell. That sometimes you get a whiff of. But she's not telling me what it is. Good grief, how am I supposed to tell her? It's like, she's not telling me exactly, but it's like maybe her shampoo, maybe her hairspray, maybe body lotion. Did you ever put body lotion on her? Some type of smell like that, and I feel like it's in the upper area that you'll get a whiff of when she walks through, or you might get a whiff of it in the car or sitting in a chair outside. I think you already know. It doesn't matter where you're at. She tries to let you know that she's there. They love smells, sounds, electronics. They're so easy for them to work with. She says she just pops in and checks on you every so often, but she mainly stays in that room. It seems like. She says, I didn't want you to think I forgot about you. And then she gets a big smile on her face. You're important too. All of a sudden, people in my house want to be noisy. She's talking about the gift of joy, but it's more like there's something coming that will be a gift of joy. I don't know, are your kids old enough to have kids? Are you a grandma yet? I don't want to spoil a surprise if you don't know. It's coming. She says, it's coming. It's coming. And she's sitting there again, rocking, but she's rocking an infant. A lot of them have shown me that they get to hold a child before it comes here. And if it leaves, they get to hold it when it comes back. Ooh, I felt the energy of it. So it is already loved and full of love before it even gets here. And she doesn't say how soon this is, or maybe it's already here. I don't know. She's not saying. She wants you to know that she held it and loved it and filled it with love before it got here. Okay, she's talking about Beetle, 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 and then she shows me a Volkswagen Beetle bug car. So I don't know, maybe you've had one, maybe she had one, maybe you're just going to start seeing them all over the place. I don't think I've seen a Beetle in quite a while. She just keeps saying Beetle, Beetle bug, slug bug, Beetle bug. Maybe you guys used to play slug bug all the time. Maybe she's just trying to validate herself. She says you've been through a bunch of shit, but you came out a survivor. You made it. You did it. Look how tough you are. You're still fighting your way through a lot of shit, she says. And she's very proud of how strong you are. She says, because a lot of people, the things you've been through, it would have taken them down. But you did it. You made it. And you did it with pride and with love. And sometimes you wanted to claw people's eyes out, but you didn't. She says you're kind of on a peaceful path now, that your life is calming down. She says partly because you've learned how to handle the bumps. Because you've had such bad bumps that the little bumps that come up now don't seem like shit. They're not shit compared to what you've been through. Where before they would have seemed like big bumps. Now they're just little bumps. I hope that makes sense. That's why Grandma's saying it. She says you can handle yourself quite well. Chip off the old block. So always be proud of yourself and where you came from. No matter who looks down their nose at you. Pick your chin up and smile at them and go on because you're just as good as they are. Because that's the way we were built. Yes, we were. And I'm taking a little credit for that. Okay, I'm not exactly sure what she's showing me, but it's like there's a door in front of you and somebody opens it and the brightest light, it's like the sun is right on the other side of that door. It's just like blinding light coming through it. There's something coming your way. Well, you're walking towards that door. There's something. She's saying could be 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years. 3 months? So you're going to get something that's just really bright and beautiful for your life. 3 months. I hate making predictions because your free will choice, and if somebody else is involved in this decision on the other side of that door, it's their free will choice, can always change the timeline. So I hate doing timelines. And it may not be It may not be that you're going to win a mansion and a zillion dollars and all that stuff. It could be something even, a lot smaller. It's something that will be very bright and beautiful for your life. She says things are looking up for you. Even if you don't always feel like it, things are looking up for you. And Jeff butted in. He's tapping me on the shoulder. So you should feel that. You should feel something poking you on the shoulder. He's on my right shoulder, but that's usually where they come in at because Bob's always on my left. So you may barely feel it. It may feel like Bob was trying to get my attention one day and it felt like a pin stuck me 3 times on my chest. It's like, hey, hey, hey. Well, I wasn't paying attention. So they can make it hurt. It can be soft enough that you just go, the hell was that? So just know he's pecking on you. He's pecking on you. And Grandma let him come through. So I let it be her choice. Now she's telling him, get behind me, get out of the way. I'm going to talk to my baby. She's showing me a blanket. It looks pink. I can't see all of it, but I'm going to say it's more like a baby blanket. I feel like it's something like that. So I don't know, did she make you a baby blanket at some point, or give you one, or you have one of hers, or she had one, or it looks very soft. And I don't see any designs on it. Doesn't mean there's not. Okay, before she leaves, she wants you to know how much you're loved by all of them. Let's see if she'll show me how many of them. There's quite a few. So these could be just some of your relatives that have passed. It doesn't have to be somebody close, but there's several. And she says when you're muttering, walking around the house muttering, talking to yourself, she goes, we hear you. We hear you, and we all send you love. You're loved more than you know from this life to the next. So just, if you have a lonely moment, just remember we are still here and we all still love you. And she goes like this. I don't know, maybe you guys had a sign where my heart to yours, or something about heart. It's almost like sign language. With that, she's leaving. She's sending you kisses and rose petals. So watch for rose petals. She's shown me red ones. Doesn't have to be red ones. So you could be walking through Walmart and you might see a flower petal on the floor. Now, it doesn't count if you walk by a rose bush and it's shedding all of its petals. You'll find them in odd places. I find stuff in weird places. But I'm weird. I like my weird. Nobody else has to like it. So again, and I'm sure I've told you probably 100 times, you get the signs like the smell or the rose petal or something, validate her, acknowledge her, tell her you love her, and ask her to bring you more. Or the Volkswagen. That'll be a sign too. That, like I said, I haven't seen any in a long time, so when my granddaughter bruised my arm one time, I said, hey, Grandma's old. What are you slugging me so hard for? Slug bug. Much love to you. Thank you for being patient. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. See you later.